welcome back to my channel, and welcome to my channel if you're new here. I want to talk to you about some new makeup brushes that I have been using, and they are so affordable and such good quality that I just needed to share them with you. So I have discovered the brand BH Los Angeles, and I saw them on TikTok but didn't really I feel like TikTok's just a QVC channel now. There's infomercials all the time, just people just promoting stuff, and I know it's a really quick way to get product out and that kind of thing, but sometimes it's just, the content is just not great, and there's a couple of kind of people that keep coming up on my For You page where they just literally just, it's just a shop the whole time, and I don't always trust what they're saying on there. But I picked up these brushes because I saw they were starting selling them on ASOS, and I picked up a couple of them when ASOS does the 20% off, and they are really good. So I want to show you which ones I picked up. They are super affordable. None of them are over £10, or the most expensive one probably is £12. And a brush set for eyes was £15, and then I got 20% off that as well. So let me show you what these brushes are like. If you like this type of thing, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and yes, thank you for supporting my channel. So the first brush I'm going to show you is this kind of rounded face brush, and this is a brush that started it all off. So I was looking for a new foundation brush. The brushes that I have are quite old, but I've looked after them, and the quality of them are better than others. So when I was really getting new into makeup, I bought a set from Amazon, and they were from China, and they kind of weren't, they were made okay, but some of them are kind of a little bit broken now, but the ones that have stayed strong, I'm really happy with those. And I've got a lot of Zoeva brushes as well. So for a reference, I have the infamous Lisa Eldridge brush, the Zoeva face shape brush, a small one. I still love this brush. This brush is fantastic because it's so small, you can get it under your eyes when you're doing blending, and it's nice to also when you're doing kind of light makeup days. It doesn't take too much product, and I really like this. But I was looking for a new foundation brush, but a kabuki style kind of compacted brush that would give my skin that smooth look, that would, but also not like short and stubby. And that's when I found this rounded face brush by BH Cosmetics. It's really kind of short, bristled, tightly packed into the bezel, and it's kind of a stiff brush here. You can see so it has that kabuki feeling, but it's also incredibly soft on the skin. It blends out foundation and cream products really well. So when you're doing your face and you're doing it in a rush, and if you've got like a large surface that you're blending, this is perfect here. So you always have to think about your own face shape when you're buying brushes, and this works really well for me. I absolutely love this brush, and I also love the fact that it's got a longer handle with a shorter bristle, because sometimes, very often, the shorter bristles, they come with these sort of kabuki style brushes which are quite short, and I like to have the long handle, and this works really well for me, and it's easy to store. I store them in my flat lay brush holder, which is great because it folds out as well into like a pot holder, and it stands up, and yeah, it's easy to pack when you're going on holiday or traveling, whatever. The next brush I then wanted to buy is something for my cheeks, and I bought this dense cheek brush, and again, because I love using cream products, this is really nice to brush out cream products and bronzers. So for comparison, the bristles are kind of slightly a tad bit longer, but this, you can really blend and get rid of any of those kind of lines and really blur out the lines with this brush, because it does flare a little bit, but it's still quite dense, so it keeps that colour there and doesn't fade into nothing. So I really like this, and it works really well with powder brush as well. So when you're just trying to get that in and you want to kind of blend in those edges of the powder brush, this works really well as the dense cheek brush by BH as well. My Glossier face paints, which I have like all the colours for, and I still really enjoy wearing, I wanted one of these brushes. It's a duo fibre stippling sort of brush, and the reason why I like this, so when you've got those gel products, this, let me just get a gel product on my hand. So this works really nicely with gel products because it kind of flares the colour out without being too intense. So you can just get that kind of light, kind of almost like as if you're painting, that kind of stippling effect for the gel products, and this works really well. And I wanted a stippling brush, and see how nicely that blends that out, not leaving any kind of, again, harsh lines or edges, just by stippling that out, which I really, this is the sole reason why I wanted this brush. It's for gel products and for gel blushes. I don't think I'd use it for things like bronzer. I'd have to experiment a bit more, but for when you're trying to pack on some nice colour across your cheeks, but you want to also give it more of a diffused look, this is the brush that I would recommend. It's a duo fibre stippling brush, which I'm really enjoying using. Then I wanted something for setting, and a tapered setting brush was what I was looking for, because I'm very specific when I set, because I do like that glowy skin look. So if I am setting things, I'm usually setting things just around here, in between my eyebrows, maybe the sides of my nose and my chin, sometimes just around in my top lip as well. So I like to have a tapered one just so I can have more precision when I'm setting. I've also got one by e.l.f., which is more of a pointed brush, which I still really enjoy using. But this is a lovely brush because it's so small. And if you've got smaller features as well, this would be quite helpful as well. You could potentially use this for blush. But it's also nice to diffuse. If you're somebody who's just doing your makeup in a rush and you just want to use bronzer on your lids, this is a nice brush as well, just to get bronzer over your lids, because it is quite small, and yes, like I said, it's tapered, so it works really well. So this is a brush that I would also recommend, especially if you're starting your collection. This is a great starting point, because already it's inexpensive, but you've got like your face, your cheeks, and a setting brush already there. I picked up some brushes for eyes because I've been experimenting a lot more with eyeshadows and trying different looks and that kind of thing, and I wanted a new set of eyeshadow brushes because all mine were quite large and they all did the same thing. They all basically blended out creases and there wasn't any precision there. I've had one flat kind of packing shader brush, and when you're doing like a certain look, one of those brushes sometimes isn't enough, because you have to either clean the brush in between. I don't want any wet products on some of my eyeshadows and that kind of thing, so I wanted a second one of those. So this set was £15, and you get these eye brushes, and again, they're super soft. They really, really are soft. So you get a tapered crease brush, which is like it is literally a smaller version of this tapered brush. You can see it's that kind of domed and it's tapered there again. And then you've got a classic blending brush for creases, and it feels really nice there, and it fits in the space, as you can see, really well as well. So I really like this brush as well. This one is a pointed crease brush. I have one of these from Zoeva, but the one that I bought from Zoeva isn't as soft as this. It's quite hard, and maybe because it's old now and I've had it for quite a few years, sometimes the bristles eventually, after washing and cleansing, they lose their moisture and they go a bit hard, so that might be why. But this is it's identical, it's really similar. The only difference is that has white bristles and this is brown. And then I've got this one here, which is a domed pencil brush, which I really love. So for those of you who like to do a cat eye but don't necessarily want to use a pen, this is a great one, because you could just do a rough one with some eyeshadow and then just literally put it at the crease and blend out at the crease if you want a softer look, or you just want that kind of day-to-day cat eye, or so something just to frame your eyes. And it works really well underneath the eyelashes if you're blending as well. This is a domed pencil brush. This one here is a tapered blending brush. This one I would actually use for highlighter, to be honest. If I'm using powdered highlighter, this sits perfectly, because again, it's that precision. When you're highlighting, they used to be back in the day like where you'd highlight everywhere, but now I'm so precise, so I like to just do just here, just down the nose, maybe a little bit up here, and be really precise with my highlighting. And this tapered brush, although it sits in the eye set, is absolutely perfect for highlighting. We have the flat definer brush. Again, this is great for just packing on colour into those smaller areas when you're trying to do something more defined, or just putting it on flat here and just blending out, or doing with gel eyeliner. I still use my Bobbi Brown gel eyeliner, and this is perfect for there. And then this is the brush that kind of started it all off for eye brushes, and this is the small packer brush, and this is where you just pack on that colour when you're trying to get trying to create a look and you want to get that colour onto your eye, which I absolutely love this brush. So altogether these brushes cost me no more than, no more than £40 with discount codes and things with ASOS. They are really good quality brushes. I'm actually quite surprised at how good quality they are. So I would recommend, if you're looking for new brushes, affordable brushes that will last you a while, because I've washed them a few times now and they wash really well, I would check out BH brushes. You can find them on ASOS. I think they have their own site, and you can also find them in TikTok shop as well. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. Let me know what your favourite makeup tools, brushes are, etc. Leave a comment down below. Don't forget to give this video a like, subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.